This is something we do every Friday right here on Radio One International's YouTube channel. And if you read the title right, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be talking about the comeback of the supposed comeback of ZAYN in One Direction. We are also going to be talking about Sabrina Carpenter's wonderful new album, which is, of course, man's best friend. And well, apart from that, we are going to be talking about Elon Musk, who is getting some not so kind words from Billie Eilish. Well, all of that. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm just waiting for people to join in. Until then, I'm just going to have a look at whatever I have in terms of my prep for whatever we're going to be talking about. But yes, please join in. Okay, so I can see that I'm live, so that is not an issue. Sometimes my live just gets stopped, so I'm really glad that that is not the case today. Okay, so I can see that I'm live. Yeah, I was just checking myself right now whether I'm live or not. Hello, everybody. I can see three people. What's up, everybody? You can say hi. I'm so excited to be coming to your live. This is something I really look forward to. Should I keep my specs or should I remove them? I think I can remove them. It's good for people to come on the live, the trending now live. Yes, we are here on a Friday evening, and we're going to be ensuring that your pop culture is fixed. We're going to be giving you a pop culture fix, some pop culture tea for you right here on YouTube live. Okay, we're waiting for people to come. All right, guys. A lot of exciting news pertaining to Zen coming back in One Direction. Of course, all the directioners are going to be really happy. Well, I would just like to say I've had the good fortune of meeting one of the directioners. He was in our office, that being Mr. Louis Tomlinson, who was here performing at Lollapalooza India 2025. He was, of course, one of the headliners, and he was kind enough to come to our office. And yes, I had the good fortune of introducing him, and soon after that, he was in an interview with our main man, Mr. Rishi K. That interview's on the channel. If you go and check it out, you can have a look. What a wonderful conversation with Louis Tomlinson, with our main man, Mr. Rishi K. Shout out to him. Well, apart from that, yes, we're going to be talking about Sabrina Carpenter, who's been on a winning spree at this point of time. Short and sweet, winning her two Grammys and so many tracks from that very album becoming iconic. Of course, Espresso, Please, 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 Taste and many others. People love Juno, uh, yes, and Good Graces. The list goes on and on. And we also have Man's Best Friend now, which released, which is of course a follow-up album, her seventh studio album that went platinum, which basically means that it sold over 1 million records. And well, that's such a cool thing for any artist because you would want to ensure that your follow-up work to something that's already so iconic is uh, you know, you've knocked it out of the park, and that's exactly what Sabrina Carpenter has done. She's on a winning spree. She has a really strong personal brand. If I'm not to be mistaken, both Sabrina Carpenter and I are of the same age, and to see someone of my age doing so well in the whole pop culture scheme of things, the showbiz scheme of things is so heartening and so motivating. So kudos to Sabrina Carpenter. Uh, well, I would like to ask the people watching, am I audible? If I'm audible, just comment down. I would love to know from you what do you think about Sabrina Carpenter. And yes, Billie Eilish has gone on a rant, and clearly Elon Musk is the bad guy for Billie Eilish because she doesn't want him to be a trillionaire. And if he becomes a trillionaire, she really wants him to give back to society. She went on a full-on rant on her Instagram, and she's not holding back. So, well, that's Billie Eilish for you. Can't do much about that. I mean, love Billie Eilish's music. I have nothing but respect for what Genius and Billie Eilish make in the studio. Okay, what's up, everyone? What's up? I would love to know what are your Friday plans? What is it that you all really want to do? This is a very different format of how we usually go about our long form videos. We started going live. I feel that's more, um, you know, interesting. Oh, Simran Ahuja joined us. Simran, what's up? Thank you for all the love. Well, yes, I'm so excited. I can see six people over here. One of them is commenting, five of them aren't. So my Friday plans are to watch this live. Wow. And my Friday plans are to reply to your comments. Thank you so much for commenting, Simran. Well, we're waiting for more people to join in. If you all can see the title, of course, Zen Malik coming back to One Direction is what we're talking about. And it's really exciting for all the directioners. Well, reports are suggesting, now let's get to it because we have a sizable audience, if I might call it so. We are, of course, talking about Zayn Malik being a part of the directors of One Direction now. So he is one of the directors in One Direction. So it'll be really interesting to see him come back. I really hope they make music together. Of course, Zayn and Louis have been spotted together, and everyone's looking forward to that Netflix documentary. Louis Tomlinson is making some great music. He was in India, and I can tell you with first-hand experience, a super cool person to meet. So I completely understand why they have such a massive fan base, such a huge fan base. There's something really attractive about them more than their looks. It's their personality, it's their music that really appeals to so many people. So kudos to them for that. Well, apart from that, of course, we're going to be talking about Sabrina Carpenter. She's a phenomenal singer-songwriter, and she's been putting out some great work. She has such a great personal brand, such a great physical appearance, like in terms of it's so distinct. You know how Sabrina looks, how she dresses, and I think the way she's maintained that her public image is so cool. The way she conducts herself in interviews, the way she's going about navigating social media, showing herself on social media. It's all in synergy, and that is something really cool to see for any artist taking notes. Okay, we have more people joining in. Thank you so much for joining in, folks. I'm Bharat. For those who don't know, I do trending now live. Trending now is something that we do via long form as well, but we are going live now because I think it's a lot more interesting to do it live. It's a lot more interactive. We of course have Angela who does it in long form. You can also go and check out a wonderful episode. So many great creators on our page, of course, right from Rishike Approved, which is of course our main man, Miss Rishike, who does these great interviews with some of the leading celebrities of our country. Then we have, in my opinion, by Eilish, who's a wonderful, video presenter. She talks about music videos. You can go and check that out. We have Pranav, who does esports frequency, talking about all things esports and gaming, which is such a wonderful niche. And then we have Pijosh, who does Locker Room, where he talks about sporting events but with a twist. We also have Antrika, who's doing Fame Wars. It's a new property. Please go and check that out. I'm just doing a little bit of a plug, like the ads that you get when you're on an OTT platform. But I just want to give a shout out to these wonderful people because, not only the creators, but there are, so many cool people behind the scenes. And of course, I want to talk about this new property, which is called Fits Don't Lie, where we talk about fits. We, of course, have Pallavi and Purva. They talk about fits. It's a really interesting gamified format where they give challenges to each other. They dress each other up, and you have to go and check it out. The first episode is out. But coming back to the topic that we are discussing here about is that, of course, Zayn Malik has been listed as one of the directors. He's back being one of the directors. So people are presuming that he'll be back to One Direction. There's no confirmation on that, but you never know, man. We've of course had the Jonas Brothers coming back, so there's a high possibility that it could be a pos. I mean, Zayn Malik was one of the first people to leave One Direction, but all of them have had great solo careers. So it'll be so cool to see them come back together with all that they've learned by the means of their solo careers, and yeah, it'll be so cool. All the directioners will be happy. Well, apart from that, we have to talk about Sabrina Carpenter, who's on a winning spree right now. Her album, Man's Best Friend, which had a controversial album artwork, I'm completely fine with it. An artist should be allowed to express the way they want to. Uh, has had her album hit platinum. I said the same on Instagram yesterday. Platinum is basically when you sell over 1 million records, which is 10 lakh records in India, which is a huge number in a day and age of digital music streaming and whatnot. It's so cool to see physical copies being sold. And well, apart from that, we of course have to talk about Billie Eilish, who made Elon Musk the bad guy for becoming a trillionaire and not doing much for society. She wants Elon Musk to do a lot more philanthropy. So that's exactly what we're talking about. Well, I think we're going to do one last minute of trending now today. Thank you so much to everyone who's joining in. I would love to know from you, what are your weekend plans? It's Friday today. The weekend is upon us. I would love to know what is it that y'all are doing for the weekend. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's episode of Trending Now. I'm your host Bharat. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram ID is BHARATAGRAWAL underscore. I repeat, BHARATAGRAWAL underscore. I'm going to be coming to you live every Friday, 6 p.m. right here on Radio 1 International's YouTube channel. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I really appreciate it. and we'll keep bringing you all the content that we do. Please subscribe to Radio One International. We have some phenomenal people working on the videos. We try to bring you interviews, IPs, lives like these. We're going to probably do more lives. It's a new format for all of us right here at Radio One, so we are trying our best. But we really appreciate your support. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next Friday at 6 p.m. Take care. Bye bye.